My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor, and I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've worked about 10,000 cases. I've been doing this since 1973, and I've set up this YouTube channel. By the way, it's the home of the 5-minute video. I don't like to go over 5 minutes because they get boring and they're just trying to keep you on the hook. You don't need any of that crap. So I want to give you enough information so at least you can make an informative decision today. I'm going to be speaking about who is really eligible for tax debt forgiveness. There's a lot of marketing and advertising out there, and about 90% of it is total crap. And as a former IRS agent, I work the tax debt forgiveness program, which is really the offer and compromise program. I used to accept offers. I used to deny offers. And really, at the end of the day, I just want to go over some of the criteria so you know, so you don't get your hopes up. But it realistically tells you who is eligible. Right now, about 25% of all people who submit offers in compromise or tax debt forgiveness program really is eligible really for that relief. Many believe that there's this pennies on a dollar. IRS is going to settle, they're going to forgive. There's a magic wand. You can go ahead and owe 100, give them 50, and IRS will walk away and they will be happy. And that's really the furthest thing from the truth. IRS has very stringent requirements for tax debt forgiveness or the offer and compromise. So if you're going to do any research yourself, you got to look up the offer and compromise because that's what tax debt forgiveness is. So IRS, their average settlement's about 16,000. I think last year they accepted 28%, most of those by professional people. A lot of people get really caught up in the swirl of, boy, there's some program, there's a Fresh Start program, or Joe Biden or the president's done this, and we can go ahead and settle our debt. And then you speak to some salesperson who takes your money, then all of a sudden you're left kind of holding the bag with absolutely no chance. IRS actually has a pre-qualifier tool on their website at irs.gov that you can go ahead and walk through to find out if you're eligible. However, that is not end all. If you really want to find out if you're eligible, you really need to submit a financial statement to a tax professional who works offers and compromise all the time. That's what they do for a living. That's what we do. You send me your financial statement, I'll let you know really within 20 seconds whether they have a shot for an offer and compromise. So before you give your money to someone for some tax debt program or tax forgiveness or the offer, find out really what the truth is. These national companies, a lot of them I kind of hold my breath on because they're the ones usually with the most complaints. The salesmen take your money and then all of a sudden you find out a year later, oops, the case didn't go through. And that's because you never spoke to the person who's actually going to work your case. So if you're looking for true IRS tax forgiveness, you've got to speak to someone. Could be your accountant, some attorney, whoever, us. You got to find out who knows what that program is all about and whether you are really a true qualified program person for that. I just want you to know there's just a couple general criteria. If your total liquidity and your assets are 100,000, IRS is not going to settle for less than 100,000. So don't waste your time. The offer and compromise or tax debt forgiveness program is really based or for those who can't pay their debt and they don't really have a lot of assets to do so. The other thing you have to know is that IRS will use national standards on your expenses. Therefore, they're going to limit the expenses you have, or they can, based on their national standards program. The other two things I want you to know, all your tax returns need to be filed and you need to be current in the year that you are right now in. So if we're saying 2022, make sure you have your estimate payments and withholding up to date. The offer and compromise is not an easy thing to get through. And most people who are doing this on themselves, I would say maybe 1 out of every 1,000 people may get their offer through. They're very long, they're complicated. IRS wants a lot of documentation because you're offering compromises open to public inspection. So they need to keep a very tight boundaries on these. If you need representation or a free consultation, you're welcome to contact us. By the way, we love subscriptions here. It lets YouTube know that we're liked. So if you'd leave me a subscription, I would appreciate it. You can always give me a like. It's good for the ego. And if you have a topic you'd like me to speak on, leave it in the comments section. Thank you very much. And like I said, we're available for representation. Don't give your money to anyone unless you know who it is. Thank you.